on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. All alone.
With beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets.
On the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone.
Vitamin J, got what you need. Vitamin J, got what you need.
All alone.
Vitamin J. Discussing that heat in the street, hey, we got just what you need on Vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Vitamin G.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. All alone. I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone.
Vitamin J, got what you need. Vitamin J, got what
All
you need.
alone.
Vitamin J. Ay. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Vitamin J. Vitamin J, got what you need.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone.
Vitamin J, got what you need. Vitamin J, got what you need.
All alone.
Vitamin J. Tryna run the town. Tell them no duck when they hear that sound. How they gon' come up now? Heavy as the head that'll wear that crown. I'm going pound for pound. And if it's about smoke, then we tote all of that. From an ounce to a pound, take it, they biting this now. Cause my drip right up the seat, how could they be? Give me a couple of rounds, cause I'm a beast when I'm on vitamin G. You see they start crumbling now, mad struck start mumbling now. Get the gist, I ain't reaching for clout. Plot twist, I'm the one with the keys. Clock glitz, know they look how I freeze. Different continents, I be torn. We living life, making yours look boring. See we win at the end, it's a spoiler warning. Cause I keep heating up, I might blow the whole planet. They calling me toxic like global warming. But they keep tuning in once again and again. I'm the one at the top, just a formal warning. Truly, I'm De Niro when it come to movies. Get De Niro, entertain the groupies. Habanero if you come pursue me. But I hop on the game, too busy rolled up whenever my girl getting moody. Link up with the gang, we all go insane. Catching them bills on the duty. I'm in Stixie, I'm locked in. Bought a box, I was like 10. Back then, used to box, nowadays they ain't throwing hands. Mama said we got more advanced. One thing about me, I adapt, bought a Glock fin. Keep me safe from the block in. The game kept me off the block. Ain't got flex about looting my Ruger. I can shit on you with my computer. See my graphics card costs more than your damn job can afford to pay you. And my monitor, big as hell, detail, so I can see when I spray you. To reload the clip and record the clip is go all say to that SSD. Know a whole lot of trill game heads like me when the C tuned into that VGP. Take over the west and the east, and we got just what you need on vitamin G.
Hello. Welcome to this week's episode of the Vitamin G podcast. I am your host, Pharaoh, and it's good to be back. It's been a while since we've done a Vitamin G podcast, and I know I keep saying we because I'm used to having a panel, but it looks like things are kind of in flux. Life is lifing for everyone. It's hard to pin down a time where everyone can make it. I'm sure we'll start to see more panel members on board, but I'm thinking as of right now, the show is going to be more of a Wednesday thing. We're going to kind of get away from Mondays. Wednesday's right in the middle of the week. It allows, a little bit more news to come in from the week. Tuesday seems to be a real hot news day in the gaming industry when things are really, really trending. And I mean, we were going live at 9 p.m. on Mondays, and right now we're in the middle of football season. And that's just going to be kind of tough to go against. So as to not go against the beast, the main show will now be on Wednesday nights. I'll try to nail down a hard time, probably anywhere between 8 and 9, maybe earlier. If it's only me, it's definitely going to be earlier. It might be more around 6 o'clock. But as of right now, I'm trying to make sure all the panel members can get on. And we have people from as far west as Colorado and as far east as the Netherlands and Europe. So it's interesting as far as like pinning a time where that's actually good waking hours for everyone. So as of right now, you guys are stuck with me and whoever we end up getting on the show on a weekly basis. If it's just me, I will start working in guests. I'll start reaching out to people, getting more people on. But if it's the regular panel, then it'll just be the regular panel. With that said, man, I am just happy to be back. There has been a lot of great things going on in the gaming industry in the past month. A lot of good games coming out, a lot of interesting things that we just haven't really been able to cover as much as I would like to. So I guess we'll kind of just run through that in, kind of some of the hot button things that have kind of popped off in my mind during, I don't know, it feels like it's been like a month since I've been on. So let's just, jump into the what's on your mind. Let me throw a timestamp down real quick. And yeah, let me get my note up. Boom, because timestamps are important. So we're gonna do what's on your mind at the too much stuff up here. Let's empty out some of these notes real quick. I don't need them all up. All right. So yeah, it's been quite a few things on my mind. I think I'm gonna start off with Nintendo. Nintendo's been kind of interesting lately. There's been a lot of people from all sides talking about Nintendo. Some saying you should wait for certain games. Others complaining about some of the DRM issues. They just released a new VR thing. I know a lot of people are excited about that. There's some people that's like upset with the pricing, and then you just got to do legislation as far as they won against Power World, as far as being able to summon a monster and use it in battle is something that they have a patent for now. It's a lot of crazy stuff. So I think I'll just go through a little bit of each. As far as the patent goes, I do not think that patent is, I think it'll stand for a while until someone who is larger in the industry challenges it, because it's something that's been around for a while. And it's just crazy that they got that. Like, I mean, like, would a game like Final Fantasy, fall under scrutiny, for their summons, or a game like, like a Digimon or a Monster Rancher, even though those games may not be as popular or come out as frequently anymore. I'm just kind of thinking of, monster games where, you summon a monster into battle. They're just not the originators of it. It's been around for such a long time. It's going to be kind of hard to argue and sustain that particular mechanic is something that originated from them. So I'm going to be pretty interested to see where that goes. And them doing the VR thing, I think is cool, but at this point, I feel like from them, it's gonna be more gimmicky than anything else. I don't see many VR dedicated games coming out for that particular piece of hardware. And I'm sure there'll be a bit of nostalgia to it, but like, I just don't see where people should really be investing money into that particular product. That's just me, though. If you have the nostalgia for it, go ahead and get it. But I just don't think as a product, it's something that we're going to see a lot of usage out of, as far as new titles consistently coming that, you would want to play or would even be capable of playing on that device in the VR mode. Let's see what else is going on with Nintendo that's interesting. They also filed for an additional legal matter. I don't know if it's a patent. No, it wouldn't be a patent. But they're presenting the argument in court that they should be able to take modders' content one for one and use it for profit within their own product. So if anyone makes a mod, they can just take it and use it as they see fit, which I find to be very interesting, considering their position and how they crack down on anyone who generates content that they don't approve on, how fast they are to strike it down, whether it be a song or any type of anything really. Like they really are hard. Anything that may represent their characters in a positive or negative light. They feel like, they're not making any money off of it. They are so quick to take people to court for it. I mean, cease and desist you, all types of things. So I find that to be pretty interesting. And I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna hit on with Nintendo. In the What's on Your Mind segment, is there anything else that I wanted to hit on as far as industry before we jump into our topics? No, I can't think of anything in particular. But let's see, what else am I going to jump into? And if you're in here live, feel free to comment. If there's anything that you have a question or want me to talk about, feel free to jump in. And hey, it's just me. If you wanna, throw a mic on and jump in, don't have to come on camera. But if you wanna, shoot the shit and talk about something, feel free to message me. I'll throw in a link. Now, let's see what. Let me get our. Let me get going on the next topic. The show probably won't be as long. It's only my opinions coming. So with that being the case, these things may be a little quicker. And I think the first thing we're going to talk about today is Xbox is preparing for its launch of the Asus Xbox ROG Ally and ROG Ally X. And there's a lot of hype around the product. Maybe not hype around, or what should I say, hype? There's a lot of talk around the product. I won't necessarily say hype. And the talk is all over the place. We're seeing a lot of people who are excited for it. We're seeing a lot of people who are not excited for it, kind of trying to quell the excitement around the product. And then you see a lot of questions around what this hardware will really do in the marketplace that the current handhelds aren't actually doing, and what they will not be able to do, because the experience that is coming to the Xbox ROG Ally X, while it is a unique experience at launch that they are marketing that it will be, they are letting everyone know that this experience will eventually roll out to all the other handheld devices down the line. So whatever is unique about the Xbox ROG Ally X, if you currently own a handheld, or if you plan to purchase a different handheld, like the next Lenovo Legion, which is going to be a lot more powerful, has an OLED screen, but is a lot more expensive. If that's something that you're interested in, you'll be able to purchase that device and still get the same experience. Maybe not day one, but later down the road. And that more powerful device may be a little bit more attractive to you, because you may feel like it may sustain you longer. It may be a device that you'll be able to hold on to longer without the need to upgrade. So we've been seeing that, and but all in all, I think there is a general excitement around the product, but I kind of feel in some ways Xbox and Asus are kind of fumbling it a little bit, because we're a month away, maybe less than a month away, because I think it releases October 16th. So we're less than a month away, and we still don't have pre-orders, which is an interesting choice. We don't have a price announcement, which is an interesting choice. And I don't really get the logic around that. Honestly, I don't. And I don't know. Maybe Xbox and Asus don't necessarily, maybe they don't anticipate the device selling as, as big as maybe us who are looking at it from the outside as fans are expecting it to sell. So maybe there isn't a need in their eyes to release a price and start pre-orders because maybe they don't anticipate the device selling out. And they see it being, a product you'll be able to walk into your local store and it'll be on the shelves and people will be able to just purchase it. Maybe that's the case. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I actually anticipate the device selling pretty well, especially when I saw how the Xbox MetaQuest sold, which was an Xbox branded MetaQuest that had some unique features, but it was still a predominantly the same experience you get on your regular MetaQuest. The device looked different. You came with 3 months of Game Pass, but it was mainly, the same type of experience. So I would anticipate that. I just anticipate that that's going to have the same type of reaction to where when they release this thing, I think it's going to be very hard to purchase one in a lot of different areas. I think it's going to sell out in the United States. Depending on what happens at the Tokyo Game Show, I think it's something that could fly off the shelves in Japan. Xbox has not done very well there in forever, probably ever, I should say. I think the best they probably ever did was during the Xbox 360 era. And I think the Xbox ROG Ally X is a device that they may be attracted to because it gives you performance and it gives you the type of games that you would want to purchase. Japanese and Eastern gamers are more so mobile gamers than they are at-home console players. So I think in that sense, it will attract them. And if most of those people are gaming on PC or mobile, they will then be able to go ahead and, purchase this device and continue their same experience, but on a handheld device and a form factor that they actually want. I don't know. And I wish Kofi was here. It would be a great question to ask him because I'm sure he would be able to look into it better than most would, being his interest in Japanese language and culture and things like that. I wonder what the handheld market looks like in Japan. Are there Lenovo's over there? Are there MSI Claws? Are there Steam Decks over there? Do they have a presence? Is Xbox going to be the first PC handheld presence in Japan? That is an interesting question because if Xbox is the first PC handheld experience to enter into some of those Asian markets, it could have a pretty pronounced effect in that region because it could be something that consumer base has been looking for that hasn't quite come to them yet. So I will be interested to. I think I'll ask Kofi that on the side. I'll shoot him a text or I'll hop into DMs, whichever gets me an answer. And I would like to know that because I think with the Xbox handheld launching into some of those regions, if there's not competition there, as far as PC handheld, we know the Switch is there, we know the PlayStation Portal is there, but the PlayStation Portal isn't a native device. So as far as native goes, we know the Switch is there. Everyone knows that. But as far as the PC handheld, I'm not sure of what's available in those markets. So that'd be something to be interested in. What's going on, Nappy? If you have a second, you should hop in. I'd love to have you on, get some of your thoughts. It's been a while since we spoke to each other outside of DM. So good to have you here, Nappy. Good to have you. But yeah, I think this Xbox ROG Ally launch, I think they're doing good marketing, but at the same time, I feel like pre-orders should be live. And we should have a price by now. Uh it's kind of interesting that they haven't announced a price yet. No, but I did drop the link to we're in StreamYard. I did drop the link in the group chat. So if you go on Twitter, check the group chat, the link is in there. So let me just double check and make sure it's in there. You know, I got Twitter on my computer. I don't need to look at my phone. Yep, it's in there. I'll drop it directly into your DM. 1 second. Let me see if we can get Nappy in here. If so, I need to throw my headphones on so I can actually have this conversation. But right here and dang it. All right, we'll see if Nappy hops in. I just dropped it in your DMs as well, Nappy. So if you hop in, great to have you. If not, I understand. But yeah, back what I was saying with the Xbox ROG Ally. I do think it's a mistake that the pre-orders aren't here, but I do think they are marketing it well. Now, we did get some more information as far as this Xbox full screen experience on the PC handheld. In regards to that, what there are some people who have uploaded it onto uploaded the experience onto the current PC handheld, and they have tested what the performance has looked like currently on the current experience. And I'm gonna share the screen on that so I can like read aloud to y'all and y'all can kind of see too. Let's see, share screen, boom, right here. Share screen and window, boom. We're gonna share this with you guys, and you guys should be able to see it. Boom. All right, so here we go. I wish there was like can I like make that bigger or something like that? I don't know. I gotta max other people how they do it. All right, so now here we go. Gary Galumb, I'm hoping I'm saying that properly. Here's his post. I loaded up the Xbox full screen experience on an MSI Claw AI8 and can confirm that when I'm in the Xbox full screen experience that I save around 1.5 gigs of RAM compared to the regular Windows desktop. I regret to inform you that even debloated, I still need to tune for efficiency. Boom! Look at who we have here. Nappy, man. How you been?
Busy.
So I can actually hear you.
Oh, my fault. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Not hear me?
What's going on, Nappy?
A lot of stuff's crazy going on. Hey guys, it's me, nappysenshi, the controller guy. Wait, is my mic on?
I hate when it does that. Nappy.
Oh wait, you?
Yep, I can hear you now. How you been, man?
Doing good. A lot of crazy stuff been going on at work that been taking up a lot of my time. Starting to get back into
one second.
Damn.
I may have to disappear for a quick second. Hold up. I think my kids just got back.
Well, I mean, if you gotta disappear, I'll just say hi to everyone.
All right, I'll be right back. Just carry the show for me for like 2 seconds.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is nappysenshi here, the guy that's supposed to be doing controller reviews, but for the whole summer said, fuck it, and I'm going to enjoy my summer rather and focus on other things rather than controller reviews, which I do apologize for not giving you guys the content, but you know, it's all been good. I have been coming back slowly back into the groove of reviewing controllers. And just I have been playing some games. Mostly it's been Killing Floor 3, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, which I'm still playing. And fortunately, I've also been playing Peak. So with that being said, as far as controller reviews go, this is the next controller review that's going to come out. This is Natcon's RX Revolution Xbox controller with 6 programmable buttons, built-in gyros, all the cool jazz. Also, I got some other controllers straight out of China. Got Baoton's Kongping 50 series controller, which is not out in the United States. So it's a Chinese controller, which that doesn't have American software, unfortunately, but a really cool controller. And I also got Baoton 70 AI controller, which is technically their new flagship that has yet to release in the United States, but it's still a very cool controller to use. And I got a bunch of other controllers, such as GameSir's G7E controller. So what's funny about this controller is that this controller is wireless for PC, but wired for Xbox. Now they do have a wireless version for Xbox, but the only market I see that sells the wireless version for this controller is on AliExpress, which is weird to me, but it's also nerd. But for PC, it's actually a great controller and a great option to have. But yes, with that being said, I'm looking at jumping in very late. Looks like you guys been talking about the MSI Claw. Let's see here. When I'm in Xbox full screen mode, that I save around compared to regular Windows desktop. I regret to inform you that even deep load, and I still need to tune for efficiency. Looks like he listening to what's going on about the whole handheld market. Yes, Xbox has their handheld card coming out soon. Yes, we got that new AMD Z2 Extreme chip out, but Xbox is not the only partnership company with Asus coming out with a gaming handheld. Lenovo's coming out with the Legion Go 2. That also got the Z2 Extreme chip, and we got a bunch of other handheld companies coming out with that same chip. Performance wise, is really questionable right now because technically there's not really any official drivers for these handhelds to actually do like a proper test. So if you do a test, of course, there may be a chance that Steam Deck could beat it. But at the same time, though, it's like when the proper drivers come out, that's when we can actually do like a fair comparison, because then it'll be like public drivers versus like another device with public drivers. Raw performance wise, it seems like it's a little bit above 10%. So we'll see.
I was kind of saying the same thing. I kind of felt like people are jumping the gun as far as measuring the Xbox full screen experience, as far as they're not jumping the gun as far as like seeing what the performance is. They're jumping a gun as far as anticipating what that experience is going to be on the ROG Ally X when it launches in a month, because they'll probably have another patch or two to the experience within the next 30 days before the device actually launches.
Yeah, and the biggest thing though is that you got to go. It could be Steam OS is extremely good. Yeah, you got to jump through some hoops to do some configurations for some stuff outside of the Steam app, but the efficiency for Steam app to current Windows game mode right now, Steam is ahead.
Oh, I expect them to be ahead.
So and honestly, even in October, I don't expect for them to be able to match the Steam OS performance this October. I don't suspect for that to happen. It's going to take at least till the end of first quarter of 2026 for them to at least get it somewhat there.
Yeah, I think it'll be a full 2 years. And I think the reason that it's going to and I think because they know it's going to be a full 2 years before they either fully match as performance wise the Steam or they exceed it. I think the reason that's the reason that they partnered and did the OEM before releasing their own official Xbox handheld, because when they release their own official Xbox handheld, it's going to get a lot more scrutiny than what it's going to get with as an OEM device.
Yeah, and also the question is that it's kind of weird. So when it comes to the handheld gaming market for these handheld desktop PCs, it's weird. It's like a love-hate relationship with them. Like
Yeah.
one moment people are excited to like have these like experiences on the go where they could play not like every single like open world or like third or first party Xbox or PC exclusive title on the go. It's more so like more people are starting to talk about like, well, the ergonomics, the comfort, battery life, which is honestly a big thing. You ain't running a AAA game. You're only going to get like an hour of game time or 2 hours at most. If you want to run a heavy duty AAA, like these are the questions that are being brought up now. Heck, people are talking about the bulk. See, people even bring up the bulkiness of some of these devices now. And at first we were laughing at them like, oh, it's not a big deal. But then it's like more of the casual people.
Yeah, a new
like,
audience is starting to look at the device. That's what it is. Like,
yeah, they're all saying like, yo, this thing is bulky as hell. Like,
yeah, because
it's more powerful. Yeah, it's like one thing is, is it more powerful than the Switch 2? I thought fucking course it is. Look how big that shit is.
The audience
how much wattage
is
that thing
much
pulls.
Different. Yeah, it's a much different audience now for sure. As far as people who are going to be partaking in a device. I guarantee you, I would say 70% of people who purchase an Xbox ROG Ally X within the launch window will not have a prior established PC gaming library.
Not prior? I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
When I'm saying they won't have a Steam account, they won't have GOG, they won't have Epic. 70% of the people that purchase a Xbox ROG Ally gaming PC handheld, it will be their first PC gaming experience. It'll be their first one.
We'll see. I have to debate about that one.
You're debating on that one?
I don't think it's going to be 70. I think it's going to be short because the thing about the PC handheld market is it's still a very niche way of gaming. Like, honestly, even over, like, it's funny that you mentioned overseas in Japan. This is still going to, more people have this, and this is more convenient than the Xbox ROG Ally.
I'm not saying it's not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was curious about. I think more people are gaming on their phones in Japan than are gaming on a PC handheld.
Oh God.
Even though I don't know what the PC handheld market looks like over there. Like, is there a PC handheld gaming market?
There is actually. So the brands that you're focusing on ROG Ally as one of the brands.
I said Steam Deck. I said Asus. I said MSI, Lenovo.
You forgot Ion. A big one over there is Ion Neo.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Their handheld PCs are like top notch compared to what we got.
I'm not talking about quality. I'm just more talking about what devices are actually what devices are there that are competing in the market at the moment.
Honestly, it's the phone. It's the phones and the Switch 2, and the Switch and the PSP Vita. Surprisingly, that thing never die in Japan.
Yeah, it never died. Yeah.
And the crazy thing about the mobile market is that Japan just got their first experience of Destiny with Destiny rising on the mobile game. And they are eating that shit up. They love it.
I believe it.
Oh my God, Bungie's got to pay. Bungie got a huge payday off of the damn.
Well, they need one. Because it's been a lot of stuff going on at PlayStation. I definitely want to get into that in later topics. Did you get all your bars off on the Xbox ROG Ally? Is there anything else that you want to talk about in regards to the device? Or just PC gaming in general?
PC gaming. I mean, everything is still everything. I mean, we had our issues with now with Steam, and now everyone wants to censor everything, but that's a whole different topic. But
yeah, that's a whole. That was our last show. We spent a lot of time talking about the censorship thing.
Yeah, we had some updates to it, but there's like small updates here and there about it. But PC game's still good. These gaming handhelds, like besides our Xbox ROG Ally 2, and then now you got the Lenovo Legion 2. You got like all these new handhelds are coming out with the Z2 Extreme chip,
Yeah.
And it's like you get to pick up the litter, like pick whichever one you want, whichever one fits you the best. And the bigger question is what device? The two questions is which device is the best and which operating system is the best. Is this handheld version of Windows going to be better than Steam OS, or is the other way around? We don't know until it comes out.
So, what I was going to ask you. Oh, it's not handheld related.
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands 4.
Oh God.
Have you purchased it? And if so, how is the performance looking for you? Because I've heard a lot of PC gamers complaining about the handheld. I mean, not about the handheld, about the PC performance. And I even heard some backlash from the creator of Borderlands 4, saying if you think it's so easy, you do it. Basically.
I will. So I think there's actually me and my friends. We actually had to talk about Borderlands 5. I didn't purchase. 4. I mean 4. We did not. I did not purchase Borderlands 4 yet. None of my friend groups of PC gamers did, because we just don't got time right now to play Borderlands 4. We already got some other games we're into. Heck, our chill casual game right now is Killing Floor 3, and we're more so like we don't feel like going into another story as of yet. It's not like I must buy Borderlands 4. It's more so like it's cool that it came out. I'll get to it when I can. Flooded. We're flooded with games already, and being adults and being parents, man, it sucks. The older you get, the less time you get to yourself.
You got kids or pets?
Nah, I only got Turtle. I'm just saying, but eventually, the lady, she's probably going to want me to get on one knee and then wants me to put a baby in her and all that other stuff, man. Like,
hey, you don't got to be like Stefan Diggs, okay?
God damn, damn it, man. But as you get older, you get less time to yourself. So like Borderlands 4, I'm glad you're coming out, or glad you came out, but I can wait on you. You're honestly, I don't feel like I'm missing much, to be honest. As far as performance wise, so yes, I will say this: the people who are having issues on performance issues are louder than the people that do not have performance issues. Okay. I will say that it is possible to play the game perfectly fine if you have up to and on the NVIDIA side with the 20 series going up, and on AMD side with the 600 series going up.
Okay.
So like, and I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of us are still sitting on 10 series cards, and that's actually about to get sunset in October. After October, no more updates for the 10 series. The GeForce lineup will officially lose their support, so you have to go 20 series and up.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, the 10 series is being left behind. It had a good run. So, but Borderlands 4, I don't know. I mean, the people who not complaining that performance issues, I can understand, but the story gameplay wise, it seems to be fine. Okay, nothing too crazy. They said they toned down Claptrap and some of the jokes, which I mean, the problem is that jokes are subjective. Like even when I go back to Borderlands 2. Like some of the jokes are a little bit crazy. Borderlands 3 was the worst one because it just went straight like Gen Z, which was just straight up cringe. It was so cringy. And this one, I think it's good, but I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know if I want to give you $70 right now. I got too many games in my library. I'm trying to get through some stuff. Plus, I got none of my friends who are not wanting to get it either. Like, we chilling.
Okay. All right. Cool. With that said, I think we'll jump into our next topic of the night. And that would be, could Ghost of Yotei flop? Now, this is PlayStation's big game of 2025. It is releasing in 2 weeks, and they recently released a trailer, and it is the 1000 Blades trailer, I don't know how people do it anymore. I'd have to look it up. But it appears that the game is not receiving a great reception. And we'll go into that a little bit more as to why that is possibly a thing. But we're going to start with, I'm just going to show this on the screen. As of the time of this screen grab, it's sitting at 26,000 dislikes, including whoever screenshotted this photo, and only 13,000 likes. Now, that's a pretty staggering disparity between likes and dislikes. And we've seen a lot of people going for refunds on Ghost of Yotei. There have been questions about the graphical fidelity of the game. Some people aren't overly impressed with the lack of improvements to the game visually. There's controversy around the character, and then there has been additional controversy brought into the game by certain developers who have made their opinions regarding current events known, and it has drawn backlash towards the title. I don't want to talk about the specifics of the current events. If you know, you know. But yeah, so there's a lot of things drawing ire to this particular title at the moment. And with the game releasing in 2 weeks, is there enough time for this game to pick up enough steam that it actually does sell well? Because if you don't sell well in your launch window, you typically,
you fail.
Yeah. So it is a genuine question to ask. Could this game, just based on the timing of everything that's going on around it, could this game potentially flop? Because there's also a lot of strong titles coming out in the same month that this game is releasing. It's releasing the same day as the Black Ops 7 beta drops. Ninja Gaiden, which is another, ninja samurai type game, is releasing a couple weeks after this game releases. You also have Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is already out, and they're releasing expansion content. So people who you've given a reason not to purchase the game, even if it's just a small reason not to purchase the game, and they have an itch for a samurai ninja type game, there are other places that they can go and scratch that itch, because you're not the only show in town in regards to what you're releasing, the type of game you're releasing. So I'm gonna kick this off to you, Nappy. What are your thoughts as far as the trailer coming out and receiving that type of reception, and the potential of this game possibly flopping that's releasing in 2 weeks?
I definitely believe that some outside influence have caused that extremely negative dislike ratio with the current. I know it sounds crazy, but
I don't think it's crazy.
Current American events, like it is. Let's just say I got work emails and stuff about it, about just reframing from talking about it, not as in like you're wrong for saying certain things, more so as in like, hey, like we understand, but just remember, be careful what you say online.
Yeah, that's great. That's crazy because I also work, with the government, and I haven't received any of those emails, so it's kind of interesting that you have.
I only received one because from the complex I work in. Like it came. It was our part. We have like a little.
It's probably because y'all are on site and they don't want controversy as far as water cooler talk, boiling over into something else.
Yeah, because it actually is a matter. They said we're not allowed to bring it up in the building. They also gave us. We also got like our guidelines of social medias and stuff.
Yeah.
It
That makes
was
sense because y'all are all in the building, so that makes sense. Me and my team are like remote, so
yeah. So, but with that being said, I do think the outside factors did cause like a review bomb of the trailer.
so do you think
Unfortunately,
that review bomb is not indicative of how the game will do, or do you think it is indicative of how the game will do?
I don't know if the game's gonna sell well or not because in a way, like PlayStation motherfuckers, y'all play is sports games, Call of Duty, like literally 2K,
Yeah, so I'm
Call of
saying
Duty, and Fortnite.
the game PlayStation first party games already don't sell at a high clip in general. I mean, you got your few here and there that are like the mainstays that do phenomenally well. We saw that in the 30-year chart of like PlayStation bestsellers.
Right.
We saw the Spider-Mans, the God of Wars, the Last of Us. Those, do their thing, but outside of that, um, they don't sell.
I mean, again, Call of Duty, 2K. I'm sorry, Madden now because Madden came out, but everyone says this Madden is actually
well,
really good.
Madden and 2K both release at the same time. Basically, they release like
Okay, well, I say literally Call of Duty, shooting games, Fortnite. Y'all need to expand.
Owns you.
Y'all need to expand y'all gaming libraries. I'm sorry, y'all have way too much time. The fact that Sony press conference says that the most money they make is off of the microtransaction purchases y'all make on that PlayStation 5 compared to their own first party titles is sad.
Yeah.
So you know what's crazy? I don't even think Yotei is going to be a bad game. I have a feeling it's going to be a great game, but for me, I gotta wait 6 months because I am definitely not paying $600 for a damn PlayStation 5.
Okay.
So it would have flop. I would not be surprised. Do I think it's really a bad game? There's a chance it may be amazing game.
So
I just don't think nobody's going to pay for it.
On the PS4, I think it sold around 5 or 6 million copies.
Okay, I give it 2.
So you're thinking around 2 on Yotei?
'Cause
people already weren't happy with them
going
with the new protagonist. They wanted the story of Jin to continue. So you already had that going against. There were already things going against the game prior to anything that happened this particular month. So you're around 2 million. That would be less than Astrobot. I think Astrobot sold 3.
I mean, Astrobot got Game of the Year at the Game Choice Awards, so
I'll say it lands around 4. I would say it lands around 4. It may reach 5 again. It might sell just as much as the original did. It might go 1 for 1, maybe a little bit less.
I mean, honestly,
but if it goes 3 or 2, like you said, then that introduces my next question. Not necessarily where PlayStation goes from here, but what does Sony start to do about PlayStation? Because
I mean, what does Sega do?
Let's not go that far yet.
I'm just saying.
I would hate to see it.
Oh, I know you. But, I know so many people would.
But it's a legitimate question, and it's a question that I proposed when Square was going through its major issues. What was it, 2-3 years ago? After the Avengers flop and the Guardians of the Galaxy, like they kept having like big game after big game not sell, even though the games were, for the most part, pretty good games. I know people had their issues with Avengers, but Guardians of the Galaxy was a good game. But if they keep sustaining these major losses, at what point does Sony start to look at PlayStation in a much different way, and they actually start to act on that? Because at this point, the scary part for me is that PlayStation has taken so many losses that I don't feel like they're at the point now where they just close studios. Like they're at the point where they sell studios. Like they might sell like a batch of them. Like you got studios like Media Molecule that aren't really doing much, and you got some other studios like the studio that makes Days Gone, Ben Studio, they're not doing much. You know, at what point do we start to see Sony start to make some changes? Because we got the whole marathon debacle. It's just they haven't had a lot of success sales wise when it comes to their first party titles in this generation. You know, outside of Spider-Man, you know, Concord was a big flop disaster. You got the Jade Raymond studio. It looks like that game is gonna get possibly canceled. They've lost a lot of leadership recently, and apparently PlayStation wasn't happy at all when they last checked in on the game a couple months ago. It kind of forced Jade Raymond out. So it's an interesting place that PlayStation is in at the moment, where if Yotei truly flops, like, do we is this the game that kind of breaks the dam? Because this is the game that like is the perfect Sony template game. And it kind of puts them in a weird position, because we already know multiplayer has been failing, but if single player really starts failing, and this game, you know, is, you know, one of their best games from the, you know, one of their best franchises from the previous generation, it poses a legitimate question of where do they go from here? Does Herman Wholesleeve, like, what type of changes do you expect to see if this game potentially does flop in a few weeks?
I think honestly, you know, the best era of Sony, honestly, to me, has always been the PlayStation 2.
It's always
That-
PlayStation 2. They'll never beat like that is the golden era for them. They will never
I
they will
mean,
never beat that.
I-
That's
I
kind of
mean,
like it's like
wishful
Xbox trying to
thinking.
beat the 360 era. Like Xbox is gonna have a very tough time
I
beating
mean,
the 360 era.
I'm not going to say like to just go completely back to the way how things were on the PlayStation 2, but I do think that if this flops, like Sony, you got like honestly, Sony, like I understand the live service thing. You're in Japan too, so you already know how live service is. But if you want to stay local in Japan, then continue your live service route. But let's be honest, man, you competing with. You thought Xbox was your biggest challenges. Nah, these motherfuckers are your biggest challenges with these live service. Y'all need to. As for all of the directors in the Western part of the world that thought that, oh, live service is a great idea, it's clearly not. So for them, instead of, I don't even know, like instead of these extremely big budget games, I kind of like it if they were to like scale down some of their teams and make like more smaller budget but fun games. Like focus on the it's focus on the fun aspect. Now, yes, they are good known for great stories, but like just come up with some new, unique, fun stuff. Like honestly, that's what the PlayStation 2 was kind of known for. Like,
Yeah,
not saying that you guys need to completely abandon the whole story route, abandon the live service crap. Like, just stop.
they're refusing to abandon it because they feel like they can't afford to. And the issue with the big blockbuster AAA thing, if they get away from it and go to smaller games like you say they should, is that they're leaving behind the fan base that actually does purchase their games, regardless of how small they might be.
I mean, are they really? Wait, abandoning a fan base? I mean, what? Like I said, y'all already are playing what? 2K, Madden.
I'm saying the five. All right, let's say of the 120 million install base of PlayStation gamers. All right, let's say 30 million buy PlayStation first party games. Of that 30 million, 2 million or 1 million purchase every PlayStation first party game that comes out. So a very small amount of that 30 million purchases every first party game that comes out. But the rest of that 30 million, they pick and choose what PlayStation first party they're going to buy. But in general, they do support PlayStation first party games. You're alienating those 29 million people who are looking for select experiences on the PlayStation if you abandon the big AAA in favor of smaller, quote unquote, fun games like your Little Big Planets or your Astrobots. Which I agree they should make more of those games, but they're like in this like really interesting place where they can't necessarily they can't maintain studios they currently have and abandon the people who are buying the games from those studios.
I mean, well, I
understand
landscape different. When I was talking about live service, not as necessarily as in like availability of like the Play Store or anything like that. I was talking more so like making live service games that are supposed to be like forever update content. A lot of companies jumped on that bandwagon and they quickly realized that a lot of them
more
failed.
Expensive. Yeah, it's more
expensive. It's like a short. They see the short term success, but long term is not feasible.
Yeah, they see how much money Fortnite makes, but they don't realize how much money Epic burned in order to make Fortnite, and how much of a investment it takes before you ever,
And the thing about Fortnite is Fortnite was not a big investment. That joint was literally a tower. It was like a tower defense game almost. Yeah, so it was like where you had to shoot waves of zombies.
Yeah, but the thing is that these new players, they can't start small. If they don't feel like they can start small, at least.
Well,
and
start something else then. Don't start
because even like Marvel Rivals came out and was extremely successful, and they fired everyone. They fired like most of the staff that made that game. Like even though the game was extreme, it's
they had to meet the quota, man. Look, man, everyone's getting fired.
Yeah,
to meet them quotas. They don't care. The game could be a success. Hey, what we want to get higher. No, we want to get higher profits. How do we do that? We gotta let go of some people. We see that happen all the time. Oh, you still there?
I'm here. My kid came down for a second. That's actually coming.
No, you good, but I'll say this. I don't know. Yotei doesn't look like an awful game. I mean, it kind of looks very similar. It looks safe, to be honest with you. Yeah. Preview, it looks like a safe ass game with a little bit of extra mechanics. Still got the art style still beautiful. I don't care. Actually, I give credit to Sony for the art style, because that game, if you actually did a deep look into it, that is not a graphically intensive game.
No, it's not graphically intensive, but the art style, I do like the art style of the game as well.
The art style makes you think it's a high quality, it's like a graphically intensive game. It's not.
And that's why it's getting a lot of backlash, because people understand that the art style is very impressive, but the graphical improvements that people were expecting to see did not follow.
No, you're not gonna, like, guys, stop it. Just
we're graphics. People are graphic snobs.
No, people like y'all console people were never meant to be graphic hogs. That was for PC players. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that you guys can't have good graphic games, but like actually, let's go back to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 area. We know what make those games so great was all of the crazy tricks that they did and all the illusions they did to make it seem like a game was high graphics when they had to think outside the box. Like, oh my God, I remember when Activision with Call of Duty Warfare, the first time they actually were successfully able to create like render distant loading, where they created multiple images where you had lower resolution images for far distance stuff far away, and when something close, render really good. It said Gears of War did the same thing. That was revolutionary. That was a trick based off the limitation of the hardware. Now, I'm not saying the PlayStation 5 is weak. I'm not saying the Xbox Series X is weak. They're really impressive hardware. It's just these new developers don't want to take the time to like optimize their games. It just keeps on showing and showing and showing. Like, look, you don't just turn. I don't need every single polygon or follicle in the eyelash to the eyes. If you want to make something look good, find some neat tricks, like Shadow of Colossus, for example.
Yeah,
literally put ground surface on the monsters, put a little fuzz on top, and then replicated that like 4 or 5 times. Made an amazing looking fur piece. Took up little to no processing power.
Yeah.
like that's. But anyway, back to the PlayStation Yotei. I think it is going to probably not sell well. I don't want that to be the case because I think Yotei may be a good game. But again, we're talking about y'all need to get off of Madden 2K and Call of Duty and Fortnite. Okay, Battlefield 6 though. I mean, I'll fuck with Battlefield 6. Like if you get that, I'll be on that. But still.
Right. So let me ask you this. Do you think that this is the title that if it flops, do you think this starts to like dramatically change the landscape of PlayStation and kind of what happens over there? Because we don't know anything. We don't really know anything first party that's like the big AAA blockbuster that's coming out from them outside of this title and Wolverine and the Soros game. And the Intergalactic. So we know about 4 games. Do you think this game would kind of make Sony take a much harder look at PlayStation and kind of what they're creating and kind of what they're willing to stomach going forward?
I mean, I think so. Yeah, I think what's it called? AAR assessment, where basically everyone does assessment because this whole year for Sony has not been a good year for them. So
Yeah.
it doesn't. So yeah, I definitely think they.
I mean, past 3 years haven't been very good for them.
Nah, but I think this year, like, I mean, besides the way how the economic world is working right now, but this year is definitely.
Yeah.
They've been struggling as far as like first party titles. I could definitely see them like going back to the drawing boards. I don't know how they're gonna go, but I think if with the current people ahead, if they're worried more so about profits than quality and stuff, like they may cut some people. They may sell off some companies. Hey man, you might as well sell off. You know who owns Jack and Dexter again? I mean, if you want to sell
Naughty
it
Dog.
off,
That's Naughty Dog, right?
yeah, I believe actually
Naughty Dog is Jack and Dexter.
Who? Yeah, I mean, I'll love me
Pretty
some Jack
sure.
and Dexter, Sly Cooper. I mean,
they can sell off the IP. I don't think they're selling off. That's like the last studio they would sell off. If they sold off,
well, sell off the IP then. Jack and Dexter, Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper.
It won't be their first time. I mean, they sold off.
SOCOM. I mean, like, look.
There's
still SOCOM. That is that special forces like operation game that
they sold off Crash Bandicoot, so it's not like
and Spyro, which both ended up on Xbox, which was like hilarious, but still.
Let's say it's not out of the realm of possibility that they would sell off an IP.
I'm just saying, like they got like Sony got titles, they got IPs underneath their bucket. They can dive back in, like try to go into it and see what's going on. I mean, well, don't get me wrong, Jack and Dexter, the 4th one was like a what the fuck. I don't even know what they were thinking with that 4th one, but I would definitely say like if they want like I don't know, just think like to keep on trying to make these games that are competing with like other games and
they're making games that are competing like with movies. They're not competing it like with other. I'm talking about the big blockbuster AAAs. The multiplayer, I don't know what the hell they're doing with the multiplayer. Everything that they do with multiplayer is like
they should make smaller multiplayer games. Honestly, like they need to go. There's a new thing called what was it like co-op slop or local or less not co-op slop. There was a new slop thing because after Peak came out, people are saying that the community has made a new word for a new genre of like online co-op slop games with janky controls. But I can see like Sony like they can make some fun local and online multiplayer games. I mean,
they kind of missed that with what's his name? Twisted Metal. They had the show and the show had a lot of success, but they didn't pair it with a game.
That actually would have been good.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's up?
I think that makes sense. You need to get the IP from the actual fucking. Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
What happened?
I don't think Sony needs to partner up with our actual government, SOCOM government. That's a legit government.
Oh, that's not their IP. Yeah, they don't own SOCOM. They just
that actually makes that makes so much sense now why we don't have a SOCOM game. They have to literally partner with the US government to get the IP, to get the license, which
Yeah, because of the name. Like they'd have to make a different name for it. Like they could do Killzone because
yeah,
that's
Killzone.
not.
That makes a lot. Actually, I didn't even think you would need a license for that. That's
Yeah, like like that's why Tom Clancy uses the naming conventions that they use because it's not actual government. You can use the government naming conventions in the actual story of the game, but like in the
like I know that
you can say like Delta Force or Special Forces or Rangers inside of the game, but it's the actual like titling of the game. Like yeah, you can't necessarily do that.
yeah, so that makes so much goddamn sense now. That's why we haven't got another SOCOM game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the more realistic the more realistic you make the game, the more licensing that's going to require. Whether it be
that's-
like the weapons or if you're using like authentic military uniforms, you gotta license all that stuff. Yeah.
damn. And you know the government right now, they gonna want their money. So they're pretty much screwed on that note.
Yeah,
So
we
I say
you're gonna
never
pay us
mind,
for
no
the
SOCOM.
license.
No more SOCOM.
Yeah.
Just let that go.
You're gonna pay for this license and then we're gonna tax you.
Oh.
We're gonna tax you for using the license.
That welcome to
Like,
America.
yeah.
But Sony, Yotei, if you fail, I'll feel sad. If you guys go back to the drawing board. Yes, I will say one big story-based game a year, but then focus on a bunch of smaller stuff.
But they only have so many studios. That's the other issue. They don't have that many studios.
Create some new get some indie studios, start backing some indie studios up.
Yeah, I think they need to go I can't say no because they need to do it themselves.
They need new fresh blood and fresh ideas, and their ideas are simply not working.
They need to do what they did with like Stellar Blade and stuff, where they partner with a developer that's making a game, they publish it, but they end up owning the IP or whatever. They need to do more of that for the smaller games that you're talking about.
I mean, I don't think Sony's going to own the IP. I don't want them to own Stellar Blade, but
no, I don't want them to own, but I'm saying with the smaller games that you're talking about, because if they're going to publish these games and things like that, they probably do need to own the IP if they're going to be doing the type of deals that you're talking about with the smaller games.
I mean, well, yeah, I mean,
if I'm not talking about them going in and seeing a game that they like and just we're just going to buy that game. I'm talking about I'm going to reach out to this developer because I like the type of games that they make, and I'm going to fund the game
like
from beginning to end and own the IP.
You basically like what they did with From Software and how they made Bloodborne.
Yeah, but you do that with smaller games that you can get quicker turnaround times on. So you want you to make a AA game that's not going to take 5 years, it's going to take 3 years. Yada yada yada. You get what I'm saying?
No, I got you. I can definitely see that. That's nice. That could work. I mean, yeah, it could work. I mean, honestly, like at this point, they need some fresh new ideas, and live service didn't work for them. They're story-based games, and these kids are having shorter attention spans. They're not getting no new players because when we 5 years into the PS5 now. And
yeah, so, I mean they're getting more people buying PlayStation 5s, but it's mainly people going from PS4 to PS5. It's not like a unique user that's like it's my first time. It's my first time jumping into gaming and I'm buying a PlayStation. They're not getting no one in the gaming industry is getting unique customers for the most part. Like they're getting established gamers.
I mean, I think honestly,
I think mobile and PC gets the unique gamers nowadays because people who are jumping into PC or mobile gaming are not having to purchase hardware to jump into gaming. They're just gaming on a device that they currently own.
Yeah, I mean, well, more so for the mobile compared to PC. Mobile, that's god.
PC gaming does not necessarily mean jumping on Steam and buying a game though.
No, you mean you're right about that, but that's it's kind of like the gateway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But no, mobile is I don't know. I'll just say this: Destiny Rising on mobile is very optimized, can run on low end hardware, and oh my god, that was Bungie's smart. The fact that they licensed it out to a mobile developer, Netcom, was like probably like the smartest thing Bungie could ever have done.
Yeah,
that game made bank,
yeah.
even if they have to share the cut with Netmark. They made bank.
Yeah, I think the biggest key to getting new gamers is how can I make them purchase as little as possible to start gaming.
Yeah,
like as far as like like I don't have to purchase a console. I don't have to purchase I don't have to purchase a online subscription. I don't have to purchase this. I don't have to purchase that. I can just grab whatever I currently have and find a way to game on that particular device that I already own, because it's a tough sell for people who are interested in gaming to be like, oh, I have to spend this amount of money before I ever even purchase the game I'm interested in playing.
Yeah, that's the problem with mobile gamers and Gen Alpha right now. That's like literally the first thing they see. Their mobile devices is like, in a way, a entry into the gaming market.
Yeah.
So that's why mobile gaming is kind of like starting to explode, and why also the crazy amount of microtransactions, which is honestly scary. That microtransaction crap is. You thought microtransaction was bad. Oh, trust me, go into the mobile world. It's worse. I would hate to see consoles become like mobile games.
Yeah.
They already added cross progression. I was like, nope. This ain't good.
If you think about it, when you think about most hobbies, gaming has one of the largest entry barriers of any hobby that you could really think of. Like if you want to ride bikes, you just buy a bike. Like there's not really a barrier outside of I gotta buy a bike and a helmet. If you want to play a sport, you buy a ball and some cleats or a bat. Like it's very low. It's very little barriers into jumping into most hobbies. But like for gaming, it's like, oh, if you want to play a game, you gotta buy a console, then you gotta buy a controller. Oh, you want to play online? Well, guess what? You need an online subscription. Oh, if you want to avoid all of that, you need to buy a gaming console. I mean, a gaming PC. Oh, but if you buy a gaming PC, you need a graphics card. What graphics card do you need? Well, you don't need to spend that much money, but if I look at all the current graphics cards that are marketed to me, they're $700 to $1,000. It's like it's a gaming has a lot of barriers just to get in the door to gaming, and I think that's why we haven't necessarily seen unique customers coming into the platform, coming into the hobby.
And honestly, live service, these streaming services, gaming streaming services is not up there yet.
Yeah,
they still have a long way to go.
I'm thinking about starting to give my consoles away to people who aren't necessarily gamers that are interested in gaming. Maybe like maybe I'll do like a console giveaway once a year or something like that. Like I'll buy a Series S or something cheap. Just help people get in, because it is a interesting barrier that you have to cross in order just to play your first game.
No, you're right. I'll have to say the entry, besides the breakaway to entry, it's just like
it's an expensive hobby.
And honestly, the amount of competition and everyone's fighting for everyone's attention. And then not surprisingly,
and it's time intensive. Yeah, the time commitment.
So that's another thing. The mobile games actually are even though they are time consuming in some cases, you can actually get a session in easier on your phone on mobile gaming than you can on a console. Because
definitely, that's always going to be the case. Because consoles, there's a billion phones out there. There's 100 million consoles.
Well, the games are made for you to play in short bursts compared to like a console or PC where you literally sitting down, you watching like a 20-minute cutscene and then get into the action. Like remember, especially Gen Alpha, they are goldfish. You gotta get them in the game right away. Like
Yeah,
they
for
ain't gonna
sure.
sit there and watch a 15-minute cutscene explain. No, you gotta get them playing.
I have turned my son into a real gamer, so
Nah, I'm just saying
not full fledged. We're still working on him, but
I'm just saying these mobile games, like they just be skipping. They don't care. They be
yeah,
skipping. They don't care about the story. They just care about gameplay.
yeah.
So
I agree.
I should go. That will suck for Yotei if they have long cutscenes. Oh my god!
Oh, you already know they got long. You already know they got long cutscenes.
Oh
Like
my
the
god!
whole theme of the story is like her getting revenge for her family getting killed and all that. You already know it's gonna be some long cutscenes.
I hope the cutscenes are engaging because I'm now starting to see more and more young people skipping cutscenes
Because they just
and
want to play. They just want to play,
yeah.
man.
I mean, tell the story while they're playing or something. I don't know. Gotta come gauge it, man. You know, we got goldfish now. Goldfish attention spans.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead. We've kind of hit this one on the head. Let's go ahead and jump into our final topic of tonight. Last but certainly not least, we got Tokyo Game Show coming next week, and that's kind of the end of the showcase season. Is the Tokyo Game Show? We had Gamescom a couple weeks ago, and I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there weren't really many surprises coming out of Gamescom as far as game announcements. I can't think of any. Can you think of any?
Not really. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's been the only thing I saw from Gamescom, I believe, was Resident Evil 9 or not Red 9. Yeah, 9. Yeah, 9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
They showed gameplay of that where we actually. And also the because it was like there was so much stuff that was announced. Like I mainly pay attention to Capcom stuff because I do like Monster Hunter and stuff, and I was a little disappointed what they did with Monster Hunter, but I was kind of happy what they did with Resident Evil, where they explained why like characters like Leon Kennedy and Chris Redfield will not be the like focus of their future titles.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, that's like they kind of fleshed out more information, but they didn't really show us anything new. They just gave us more information on things we already knew about.
Things that we were expecting to come out. Yes.
Yeah.
Like it was
and then
basically like just like a little update for everything that's coming out, but I haven't seen nothing like new in development. And then
I think the biggest thing was that we saw at Gamescom wasn't actually game related. I think it was the Xbox ROG Ally. People were actually able to get their hands on it. I know Xbox had a very big presence. I think they were the largest booth at Gamescom. I think that was the biggest thing there. But yeah, it wasn't anything that we weren't, that we didn't already know about.
Yeah, plus I'm sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
I'm about to say, plus not only that, the Xbox version of ROG Ally is not the only handheld coming out this later on this year. We got all the other ones too.
It's the one that's dominating the conversation amongst the casual audience.
Yeah, that marketing, man.
Or the console audience, I should say. I won't say casual, I'll say the console audience. That said, when it comes to Tokyo Game Show, do you think that we actually are going to have some surprises? I know we've had a leak about Forza Horizon 6 being announced there, and that Forza Horizon 6 will indeed be in Japan. I mean, it's not confirmed yet, but that is like the big rumored leak that we have thus far. Are you anticipating anything outside of that? Do you think any of these developers or studios kind of have some announcements tucked in that they're saving away for next week? I think Xbox has a few, but do you think anyone outside of that have any?
I don't know what to look forward to, honestly. I mean, like I said before, like as far as the games coming out, like my plate is full for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky if I buy like a game or two because I got my games. My friends are playing, like we all are down in Killer Floor 2 and Helldivers 2. Like,
so you're not expecting anything, but you're not looking for anything, but do you think there will be some surprise announcements at the Tokyo Game Show?
At least like 2. I'll say at least 2. I think there is going to be some surprises. I'm curious to see like what the surprise is going to be. Who knows? Maybe it could be. Well, Xbox is not doing a showcase for the rest of the year, so they're probably
No,
going
they're
to.
going to be at the Tokyo Game Show. They're going to have a show there.
So they're probably going to reveal the price for the ROG Ally.
Yes.
The only thing I want to see is if I well, actually no, always wait for normal people reviews because those reviews by the company's reviews are always rigged to make the device look better.
Or worse.
Now I'm just curious to see how the thing performs against the Steam OS. Well, I want to see two ROG Ally Axes, and I want one running whatever Windows was working on, wherever the version of their OS, and one install and where they rip that OS out and put Steam OS on there.
Yeah, but to say there is so much media bias in the gaming industry towards whoever reporting on the device their preferred platform is. You can't necessarily, trust an IGN or a Digital Foundry, and where you kind of cross check amongst them and amongst peer reviews of like just people who have like YouTube channels and things like that, people that are coming out and sharing their experience. You got to like cross-reference all that before you can really get a good feel of what something truly is nowadays.
Yeah, they pick their selected games. They're gonna make sure that all that frame gen is turned on.
Yeah,
because
we've seen games that have like released that had like a 90 Metacritic, and then you buy the game and it has all these issues, and then the reviewer's like, oh, on our review copy these issues didn't exist, it must have came with the day one patch. Like they're using day one patches as a cop out. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. That I was trying to see like was respect to Tokyo Game Show. This was actually announced yesterday, but I just came across Little Nightmares 3. A demo is out on the Xbox store.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Nightmare, I actually I was looking it up to see if like they were going to announce Little Nightmares 3 or show gameplay, but the demo came out yesterday, so that's cool. But honestly, I don't know what to expect from like any crazy surprise. I do know that there are a couple of mobile developers that are going to be there. Unfortunately, the gacha market is growing and we can't stop it.
No, they found a way to make money and they're not going to stop.
Nah, they're making more money with like less effort than these AAA studios. They're making like 5 times the amount of income with like a tenth of like these AAA budgets. It is. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want these AAA companies to be like, oh, if they could do it for a low budget, we should probably do this too. Nah, it's not at least in the Western audience. It's still not picking up in the Western audience, thank God. But for the rest of the world, man, these gacha games are.
I mean, why wouldn't a gacha game be attractive to most gamers though? You get in for free and you make your purchases along the way. I mean, I think in a lot of ways, for most people, that's more attractive than saying I have to pay $70-$80 for a game up front.
Oh, trust me. Well, I'm actually, after I finish my review with this Red Magic 10, I'm going to talk about my experience with mobile gaming, and let's just say that you gotta have a certain mindset to get into it.
I believe it for sure. As far as my perspective on the Tokyo Game Show, I do think we're going to have several surprises. Because I think these Japanese publishers, I think they all saved something for their own homeland showcase. So I think we're going to have several surprises amongst them. I think, you're right about Xbox. They'll probably announce the price of the ROG Ally there. And they'll probably announce the Horizon thing, since that seems to be the worst kept secret in the industry. But I also think they're going to announce a game that is releasing this year in December. Because I was on Night Quest with Sea Money and Doodle last night, and we were looking at the Xbox release calendar for the rest of the year. They have 4 games releasing in October alone. They have a game releasing in November, which is Call of Duty. They left December completely devoid of a game, which doesn't make sense to release 4 games in 1 month, 1 game in November, and to leave another month just completely blank. So that would lead me to believe that there's going to be a Japanese-centric title. It may be an older game, like a remake, or, I think Xbox calls them remasters. They haven't done an official remake yet, but they've just done. Is Gears of War Reloaded considered a remake, or is that just? I think that's considered a remaster.
It's a remaster.
Yeah, they consider that a remaster as well.
It's a remaster that pissed me off. I'll just say that.
All right. Yeah. Hey, after we go through this, you can kind of drop your thoughts on it. I haven't played it yet. Before we go into our outros, because you didn't get a what's on your mind. So,
all right.
So I do think they're gonna have some sort of remaster. I think it could. My 2 that come off the top of my mind is it has to be something that will be appealing on the handheld. With that said, I think we get a remaster of Blue Dragon or Lost Odyssey. Most likely Blue Dragon.
I say Fable.
Fable is not Japanese centric.
Well, if that's not Japanese centric, then I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because but Microsoft said they want to push more Western games onto the Japanese audience. So
I'm sure they do, but I'm thinking of an announcement that they recently remastered Fable. They remastered the first 3. They have like a Fable Anniversary or something like that you can play, the previous Fables in a better quality state. I mean, I haven't jumped back and did it, but I know they did do something like in the past couple years. I don't think they would remaster like that quick.
Yeah, and look at their next upcoming games. It's Black Ops 7, Outer Worlds 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Sworn, Endless Legend 2, and Hades.
Hades isn't theirs.
Actually, no, Hades is old.
Hades isn't theirs. It's coming back in the Game Pass. I think you're looking at the games that are coming.
I'm sorry, I am looking, but I was looking at
it's Keeper, it's Ninja Gaiden 4, it's Outer Worlds 2. Those are 3 that I named. Call of Duty would be number 4. That comes out in November. Yeah, those are the 4 games they have left. I think they have 1 more for either late November or early December. And I think that'll get announced at the Tokyo Game Show. I do think it's a Japanese-centric game. I'm leaning towards Blue Dragon Remaster. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards.
I mean, that's a turn-based.
It's turn-based. It's perfect for a handheld, which is perfect for a handheld.
I mean, in a way, yeah. I mean, I can emulate that shit on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has to be a game that markets the handheld, that is appealing to the handheld audience. That would be appealing to
the Japanese handheld audience.
Yes,
they are big on. They're extremely big on handheld.
I think Blue Dragon would be appealing. The timing of it would be kind of perfect, being that we just recently had the death of the creator of the game, Akira Toriyama. So I think it kind of would make sense.
I can see it. Let's see.
Just looking up.
I'm just curious because usually when it comes to these handhelds, like the Gen 7 and Gen 8 games, some of them are able to work on it. Some of them may not so much. So I was looking up JRPGs, like some of the top 8 JRPGs that people have played on the 360 era, and see if that could be like anything from the 360 era will definitely run on this new ROG Ally too. But yeah, Blue Dragon is one of the top games on 360. Final Fantasy 13, Internal Sonata. Never heard that one. Resident of Fate. Never heard of that one.
Oh, that's one of college favorites. Resonance of Fate.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Last Remnant, that is on mobile now. I can't believe that game got a full mobile port. That was wild. Tales of Vesperia. That's actually easy to run.
But that's not one of their games.
Well,
I think it'd be one of their games that they would announce.
Infinite Undiscovery, it's not their games, but yeah, Star Ocean: The Last Hope, not their game, but still a good game. And Lost Odyssey.
Yeah, I think it would be Lost Odyssey or Blue Dragon.
Yeah, Lost Odyssey is literally number one amongst multiple different ratings, I guess.
Yeah.
So
well, we've kind of already talked about that. I'm gonna give you a what's on your mind to talk about Gears of War since you said it pissed you off. Well, what are your thoughts on Gears of War Reloaded as a PC guy, I guess?
Okay, so as far as a remaster, does the game look better slightly, but it's not like extremely like amazing.
Doesn't look better than Gears of War Ultimate by a wide margin.
Yeah, I'll say that. It does look better than Gears of War Ultimate. I'll give it that, but it's not like crazy. So there's only one reason that pissed me off about Gears of War Reloaded, and it is one specific reason. So if you play Gears of War Reloaded on Xbox Series X or S, you have the option to do local co-op on the campaign now, which is a new feature they added for Gears of War, which made me want to which was, okay, this is an excuse for me to buy Gears of War Reloaded. Mm-hmm. But to my discovery, Gears of War Reloaded on the PC side does not support local co-op. And it's not like the PC, they can't do it on PC because the previous two Gears 4 and Gears 5, Gears 4 has 2-player local co-op. Gears 5 has 3-player local co-op
on the PC.
So why is it that on PC?
Yeah.
Why the hell did Gears of War Reloaded not have local co-op on PC?
Good question.
That alone pissed me off about that game. That game can kick rocks. Gears.
So you didn't buy it?
I bought and refunded.
Okay. You bought it on Steam?
Yes, and refunded immediately.
Okay.
As soon as I saw that local co-op wasn't there, I refunded. And it pissed me off because it's not a lack of capabilities because, again, Gears of War 4 had it. Gears of War 5 had it. Again, yes, you're going to have local co-op when it came to horde mode, which I was still pissed off about. But I was like, okay, whatever, sure. But when it came to the campaign, no local co-op, nope. You gave me less features than the Xbox. I get it. Xbox is home base. I'm not getting an Xbox. So, yeah, Gears of War just pissed me off.
Well, you can't run around slapping this is an Xbox on everything and not have feature parity across the board. So I can understand your gripe. Like, if Xbox wants to make everything an Xbox, you have to have a level of feature parity across the board that the customer will expect. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, you know what the worst thing about it is? If you buy it on your Microsoft account, it works. There's not like a PC key and a console key. It's one key that works across both console and PC.
Play anywhere. Yeah. That's all.
So that one key that you have, if you play on Xbox, you'll have the local co-op. If you take that key and decide to move your PC library over and play on PC, not going to work.
You make it sound like it's that hard to work. It's not. You just turn on your Xbox and you play it on your Xbox, or you turn on your PC and you play it on your PC.
I mean, what I'm saying is that the feature's not on PC. What was just like a why. Just why.
Well, I'm sure it'll come eventually, but by time it comes, you won't care anymore, which will be a lost sale.
You lost my money already.
Yeah,
by
the time it comes, it'll be like a missed opportunity at that point.
Like the local co-op was the reason I was going to buy Gears of War again, because I played it multiple times when I was a broke gamer. I didn't have a lot of money, so I played that thing on repeat for my entertainment. And I was like, oh, maybe I could do this again with my friends.
Now you make a lot of money, but everyone takes it, so you're still a broke gamer.
Yeah, I actually put up money for myself now. Fuck. You thought when you kids, if you guys ever once y'all get jobs, move out your parents' house, and y'all got all this abundance money and buying games, don't buy a bunch of games. You're gonna realize real quick you don't got time for all of them.
Yeah.
Stick to that broke gamer mentality. Buy like 2 games a year, and play the fuck out those games. Not seriously. That was my childhood. Kingdom Hearts 2, man, on the PlayStation when I was living with my dad. Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube when I was living with my mom, man. Soul Calibur, man, when the games were floated with content. Oh
When I
my
was a
God.
kid, we had Blockbuster, and
I couldn't even afford that, man.
my parents was always buying me games.
I got the game 2 years after release.
And Kofi, both his parents were doctors, so he was always getting new games too. So we always had something to play.
Oh damn! Goddamn lucky bastard. Man,
he always had something new.
I'm in the trenches, man. I'm out here buying the U section.
I was trying to keep up.
Fuck that shit. I had my little games, man. I would play that game. Oh my God. And then the Dot Hack series, man. Oh my God. That was so deep.
I am so upset I never played the Dot Hack series.
I
was a big fan of the show, but now I feel like if I play it now, I'm going to be disenchanted with the game because I'm going to expect, a more...
The remaster of the GU is good. The original 4, the infection, mutation... was infection, outbreak, mutation, quarantine. That is going to be the difficult. That gameplay didn't age well, but it's still a good story. Heck, if I were you, I would definitely recommend it emulating those first 4 on your phone, or not emulating it. I'm sorry. To experience the original, I think it would be better just to emulate those 4 because honestly, especially quarantine on eBay goes for like $300. The first 3 are easy to find. The quarantine one, oh my God, good luck on that one.
Dot Hack needs to come back in a big way, whether it's gaming or anime. That was such a
it was
concept.
like in a way like before it's not an isekai. It doesn't isekai you, but it kind of like opened the genre to isekai, and then Sword Art Online did their isekai, and then all of a sudden we start seeing nothing but a bunch of these isekai garbage that's coming out lately. So
I bought the Sword Art Online video game. I just never played it.
Which one? They have a lot.
I don't know which one I bought. I just saw one. I was like, I'll buy it and I'll play it one day.
Like Sword Art Online, it's
an RPG. I know that much. It's not like
they're all RPGs.
I know it's not like a live service type deal. I don't know if they have, because being that you hear Sword Art Online, you might think one of them might be online. So I'm just saying.
They do have online capabilities, but I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the Sword Art Online games, they have a hard time keeping their player base. Even like their recent Sword Art Online game that they had, which, damn, I only got 3 of them in my library.
I got the new One Piece RPG too. That looks pretty intensive. I bought it for the kid. He played it.
Yeah,
didn't get too deep, but he played it.
Yeah, the recent Sword Art Online game, Sword Art Online's Fractured Daydream. That game, Sword Art Online games have a hard time keeping their player base. I
haven't even watched the anime. I just know it's popular.
Oh God, all you're gonna see is a character get. I can see why people say it's a harem. I'm just saying Kirito. It's like they all love Kirito.
You mean harem?
Huh?
You mean harem?
It's like a harem. It's basically a harem. Like they all fall in love with Kirito, and the last time the story left off, Kirito had what, like 8 of them now?
Hey,
outside of Asuna.
Good job to anime keeping harems alive. Somebody has to do it.
This motherfucker got an AI waifu.
Hey. Little polygamy never hurt nobody.
Like she literally shipped herself in a box to him and left instructions to tell Kirito to plug her in to charge her up.
Hey, ladies, if you're not AI, you're real human. You can ship yourself to me too.
My God. But I don't know. But besides that gaming, Gears and other stuff. I did see a lot of cool control. I'm starting to see on the PC side, because surprisingly we got the best controllers, even though a lot of people swear to God mouse and keyboards are better for everything. I do have some interesting controllers that have yet to release to America, but like Bayaton's, they made their Bayaton.
So you just pick it up like that and it just starts lighting up, or it's been
Well,
lighting
no,
up the whole time?
I unplugged it, so that's why.
No, I'm saying, but you picked it up and then like as you turned to the screen, it just instantly started lighting up, and I'm like, did you press a button or it just started doing that?
No, so if you say first lift off a dock, it will turn on automatically. It has a built-in screen and everything. Actually, it has Tetris built into this controller.
And it looks like it has a screensaver.
No, it's a screen. So if I like,
no, I'm saying it looks like it has a screensaver.
Yes, this is, and you can actually program the screensaver.
That's fire. That is awesome.
So, like, you can actually control, like, literally all the stuff. And say, for instance, I want to play a game or something, I could just
now, all that lights and stuff. Is that like
I could play Tetris?
Battery life, or does it still have maintained?
It has a decent battery life.
Okay.
See, playing Tetris.
That's pretty cool. I don't know if I want to play a game on a screen that small, but it's cool that the option exists.
So like that's another controller I got. Let's see what else I got. I got another controller. Let's see. Let me exit. There's another controller that's from the Banton series that has yet to release to the United States, which is the Kingpin 70. An amazing controller, which I'm so upset this is not in the United States yet, but it got 6 programmable buttons, did something with the paddles, adjustable paddles, where you could adjust the angles so it works for like damn near all hand sizes.
Or just all grips. Because not everyone grips their controller the exact same way. I know there's a standard way that most people grip it, but some people may grip a little differently.
And I mean, and also for well, I don't know, this I'm kind of annoyed for Xbox. They need to stop doing these partnerships. So this is the newer controller they have called the GameStar G7S or something, which
that looks very bland compared to what you just showed us.
I mean, it's America. It's a release in America. It's out for us. It comes with a dock. It actually performs very well. It has 4 programmable buttons, trigger stoppers, button stoppers for the back buttons, and it comes with a dock, all for $70. But the downside of this controller is it's wire connection only with Xbox, wireless on PC.
Yeah, Xbox, they gotta stop doing that shit.
You got, and then you know what's the sad part about that whole situation? They actually have a one that is wireless for Xbox and PC. Nowhere on the US market. You have to go on AliExpress to pick it up.
Yeah, Xbox gotta stop doing that shit, man. We just well, I think they're kind of getting away from doing it because they are going the PC hybrid route. But yeah, man, just we just want to buy shit and play, man. We don't have to. I mean,
y'all get y'all controllers. It's just wired.
Yeah, nobody wants. That's what I'm saying. Like Xbox was the first one that forced us to ditch wires. So why are they?
I thought it was GameCube with the Thunder, that Thunder GameCube controller that was revolutionary.
Didn't 360 come out before the GameCube?
No.
Which one came out first?
GameCube, definitely. GameCube was part of the PlayStation 2 and Xbox era.
GameCube was part of it. Was?
Yeah, the game.
I'm thinking to myself. But
the Wii, when the 360 came out, that's when the Wii came out, and that's when the PlayStation 3.
But GameCube was but Wii came out like mid PlayStation 3, and it didn't release at the same time as
well, not the same time, but that was like that generation.
Like that's like when Xboxes and PlayStation started getting smaller. That's when the Wii came out, basically, because like the Kinect came out mid Xbox and PlayStation. Like the Kinects and the Wii and the PlayStation Move, they came out mid also because it was in response to the Wii. The Wii didn't come out on launch with those.
Well, I was okay. So yes, Nintendo was late with their launch compared to the PlayStation 3 and but the PlayStation 3, but an Xbox 360. But the Wii is actually considered part of that generation. They came out like I think it was like a year, it was like a year or 2 years after.
All right, so the GameCube launched in 2001. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they are part of
I'm mixing up. Like
Gen
Xbox
6.
360 and PS3 released like in 2005. So yeah.
I know the GameCube was Gen 6 while the Wii was Gen 7. And the Switch 2 also just launched late, which is technically a Gen 9, but the latest Gen 9 we ever got. This is the latest Nintendo has ever been as far as generational consoles.
They don't give a fuck no more. They just release when they feel like it, because the hardware that they're releasing is not competitive with whatever is currently on the market. It's just what they want to release for the type of games that they plan on making. And if you want to make games and put it on their device, you're more than welcome to, but we don't care if you do or if you don't. Type. That's like that's like the energy that they put out, whether it's true or not.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, because Nintendo, they've been on some other bandwagon shit. But I did got another controller, but it's not on my desk. But they also FlyDigi released their Apex 5 across the world, but not in the United States yet. An amazing controller as well. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's weird to say, but PC gaming has like the best gaming controllers.
Oh yeah,
for a cheaper price, and they're all cheaper than like the DualSenses and like the Xbox premium controllers. Like, if you want something with like 6 programmable buttons and a screen and all that other stuff, $200. This one, $100.
A lot cheaper than these Elite controllers. So
this is technically a licensed Elite controller for Xbox that works wirelessly. If you want a wireless controller for Xbox, that's a Elite controller. You better you gotta get $200. On PC end, $100 can get you some decent controllers.
Okay.
I'm just saying. It's weird.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, that's pretty much just the only thing on my mind. Gaming is a weird place. I have actually did some recordings on my Red Magic 10 phone. Actually got some gameplays. It's halfway done, which I'm happy about. Had this phone for about 6 months, so I think I have more than enough time to do a review on this phone and just mobile gaming in general, which I'm going to separate. So it's going to focus on the phone as the review and my experiences, and then the gaming, just mobile gaming in general, I'm going to make a separate video with separate topics with my separate points to point across, because it's a love-hate relationship with mobile gaming right now. There is so much untapped potential with mobile gaming, and we just have the greediest motherfuckers that are just all over it.
I just can't imagine myself in the middle of a game and I get a phone call or a text. It just takes me out of it. I can't do it.
It's not that bad. So like from a Red Magic, it's just a little thing pops up, but the only thing that sucks is when I get a phone call, sometimes it stops the audio for my game, but my game is still playing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want anything that takes me out of the gaming immersion. I hate when I get a phone call when I'm playing a console game. I would hate it to pop up on my screen while I'm playing a mobile one.
Oh, there's a thing you could do when you're playing games. You could automatically turn on Do Not Disturb.
Interesting, because
that's you can set an auto feature like that, and then
most Android phones, when you put on Do Not Disturb, it cuts off your internet too. Like if I put my phone on Do Not Disturb right now, I don't get phone calls, and like my internet, my data plan, like kind of.
I when I turn on Do Not Disturb, I still have my internet and my mobile data perfectly fine. It's just,
or maybe not this phone, but on some of my previous phones, I used to do that, and I'm like, that's stupid. Why do I want to put my phone on Do Not Disturb if I can't?
That sounds like more.
That
sounds like airplane mode more than Do Not Disturb.
No, Do Not Disturb. What is Do Not Disturb? Do Not Disturb did some dumb shit that I hated. Like I'll put on Do Not Disturb and I try to watch a YouTube video and I didn't get any audio. It was something dumb like that, and I was like, why would I put it on Do Not Disturb?
I'm about to say that sounds like airplane mode. To be honest,
it wasn't airplane mode. I mean, I haven't put my phone on Do Not Disturb in a very long time, but I remember on like some of the Android devices, like they made Do Not Disturb like very unattractive for using your phone while on Do Not Disturb. It was like, I don't know.
I would definitely say
maybe I was having a senior moment. I mean, it's been a while.
the one thing I will definitely say though, about what was I about to say when I have a phone like Do Not Disturb, the note like it's just there is so much potential in mobile gaming, and honestly, I think mobile gaming could actually compete. If mobile gaming didn't have so many gotcha games surrounding it, I think it could easily compete it with handheld game, all the other handheld game devices, like as a well, it technically it does as a true competitor, but it will be like an unstoppable force if developers were willing to put full-fledged games on here along with all the crazy gotchas that are already on here. It's slowly happening, but it's extremely slow. Like they need to work on their game library.
Okay.
Like I said, and plus I don't want to. It would be nice instead of getting Persona 5X, the mobile gotcha version of Persona. I would love to get like Persona 5, or heck, instead of getting Destiny Rising, a mobile gotcha game, which honestly the game performs very well. It would be nice to get like a full Destiny 1 or Destiny just mobile. But then again, one of the things I discovered is that the developers, all the best developers for these mobile games only make gotcha games. For all of the developers, they will have to start from scratch.
Yeah, it probably would. I mean, but like I said, gotcha games, they kind of make sense because for that audience, because you don't pay anything. It's kind of a pay as you go game. And I think that's I think people on mobile are more attracted to that because they released Resident Evil 4 on the Apple phones, and people are like, I'm not paying full price for that
thing
shit.
ran pretty bad. That was not a smart.
Well, you had to buy it to find out that it ran bad, and people were like, I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, no, also, yeah, it's just so much.
And like Final Fantasy has full-fledged games on there, and they're like
they're bold as fuck for that.
Yeah, like the pricing on those are like some of like the pixel Final Fantasy games are insane.
Actually, let me look at Final Fantasy 7 because I'd probably get that on my mobile phone too.
You
Final
probably
Fantasy
can.
7.
And
No, you can. I saw it.
It's probably like $20. It's probably like $20, and for a mobile game,
it's only $8. Okay.
Oh, well, the pricing has gotten a lot more fair, but even still, that's
no. Square Enix got they still got $30 mobile games.
Yeah, I know
Square
they do.
Enix is wild.
Final Fantasy 8 remastered, $9.99. Let's see. Ever Crisis is free. That's free to play. Tactics is $13. Final Fantasy 6, $9. I don't see any that are $20.
Nah, you got to go if you go into Square Enix publisher. Like after you load the game, apparently there's like a way to go into just the publisher of Square Enix.
Yeah, I know how to do that. I just gotta find the option. Oh, right here at the top.
So actually, found one. The Dark Prince, $30.
What the fuck is the Dark Prince?
It's one of those old like turn-based JRPGs. It was actually really good at the time, but
it's probably a game that nobody gives a fuck about, and they just forgot to change the pricing on it.
It was on the PlayStation 2.
Trials of Mana is $20.
Yep.
Saga Frontier Remastered, $13. God damn.
Dragon Quest Builders is $27.99. Like I told
you,
The
Last Remnant, $20. Like for a mobile game.
It's a full-fledged game on here. No, Square Enix puts.
I know, but I'm saying it's at the end of the day, like the form factor that you're playing it on does matter to an extent. It's not like I can like download the Google Play Store on my PC and pick up and play the game from there on my PC. I'm locked into playing it on mobile. I can play it on my tablet, or I can play it on my phone. It's going to be a mobile device.
But I mean, Trails of Mana, the new Trails of, not the newest Trails of Mana, but Trails of Mana on the mobile.
Visions of Mana is the newest one.
Oh god, they put that on mobile. That might be like a $50 or $60 game right there.
I think that game could run on mobile though. Like
it
graphically, I think it can. Yeah,
it can run on mobile. But yeah, looking at all the Final Fantasy games, man, No, just looking at all Square Enix. Square Enix is like the one mobile publisher that they pull
They don't
full
give a
games on.
fuck.
They pull full games on here, but damn,
They charge you full game price. Hey, Dragon Quest Builders is $27.99. That's crazy.
Yeah.
$18.99 for some game nobody gives a fuck about. Let's see.
I mean, it's all older titles.
Saga Emerald $24.99.
Saga Frontier 2 rematch on apparently
DQM The Dark Prince.
That's the one I told you about. That's
yeah,
the first
$30.
one I told you.
Yeah, crazy.
Hey, I mean, the games work.
Hey, what's going on? 108 Dragon. How's it going? We're extending the outro.
Yeah, sorry about that. I came in late.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. But
yeah, basically, I have my thoughts on mobile gaming and I have my complaints, but I think 6 months with this phone is more than enough time for me to put all my thoughts together to review the phone itself and to make a separate video on the state of mobile gaming and how Destiny Rising. Oh my god, that game is disgusting. That even just by blending the IP out, I know for a fact Bungie just made a disgusting amount of money. And I mean truly a disgusting amount of money.
They need it because they've been bleeding everywhere else with everything else they've been trying to make.
I mean, good for them, but damn.
So
I mean, and the sad thing about that is for the Eastern market, that was their entry into the Destiny franchise.
Destiny is a
mobile gacha game is their entry into the Destiny, and it is going crazy in Japan right now.
Destiny is a very interesting IP in the sense that it's, how do I want to say this? It's extremely successful, even though it is highly mismanaged.
Well, I would say this. I mean, hey, I don't know.
Because people love Destiny. They love the franchise. They love all the expansions. But like, if a person today decided to pick up Destiny 2 and wanted to play all the expansions and all the stories, it's just not available to them. So it's like, as much as I love Destiny, I can't tell some random person about it and about all these awesome stories, and then they get to go out and experience the same thing. It's not possible for them.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, to be fair though, I did play Destiny Rising. The story is actually pretty decent. It has a really interesting world, and some of the new acolytes, the light bearers are actually, some of them are decent. But that's another thing about gacha games. Gacha games invest heavily into their characters because they want you to pull the banners to get those characters.
Yeah.
So
there's incentive.
There is an incentive. That's why one thing I learned about all gacha games, every single character has an extremely in-depth background.
Probably AI generated.
Huh?
Probably AI generated at this point.
Some of the passenger, well, for some of the cheaper games, but some of the some of the developers with passion in their games, they actually put like a really, really deep amount of detail into the backstory of their characters. And then it's really cool, but at the same time, there's like, if you like they're trying to convince you to go for that 80 pull.
Yeah.
To spin them, you can get some of the currency for free, but they want you to buy the monthly pass. They want you to outright buy the currency and then try to see if you can, for a chance to get it with the guarantee at like 80 or something. But Destiny is actually gacha as a gacha game. It's more gacha friendly compared to majority of the mobile gaming industry because it tells you exactly your chances of getting something, and the guarantees are like literally after 50. Your guarantees are at around 50 to 60 pulls, which is low for a gacha game.
Okay.
So it's at least it's more friendlier gacha game compared to other gacha games, but still a gacha, but still made Bungie a lot of money. And Netmarble they did a good job. Unfortunately, I mean, they're used to mobile games. I just can't believe that Bungie went this route and it is successful.
Okay. All right. And let's see. Yeah. So we have reached the conclusion of the show in the extended outro. want to thank everyone for coming through and getting their weekly dose of that vitamin G. Any last words?
I'm just here. I'm tired. I'm about to go to bed.
All right. And with that said, thanks for getting your weekly dose of that vitamin G. We are out.
All right. See you around.
Peace. Hold up. I'm fucking up.
Shit.
It's been a while. Where's my outro video at?
This man say he lost his outro. He got a new computer.
Yep. Please.
Oh damn! I forgot. I had another controller to show off too. I forgot. There's another controller.
Well, while I figure this out. Again. Oh,
I forgot I had another controller released in Japan or another out of country controller. This one, removable shell, all these faceplates, 2 pals in the back, 2 programmable buttons, module. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's weird how PC gaming doesn't require a controller, but got some of the best mobile controllers. Just saying.
All right. Well, Nappy saved the blooper reel. With that said, we are out. Peace.
All right. Later.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. All alone.
Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets.
On the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. All alone.
Discussing that heat in the street. Hey, we got just what you need on vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Vitamin G.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. All alone.